Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? What is good? What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. So, 2022 is finally coming to an end, and we are heading on to 2023. Cannot wait to see what the new year brings to all. But just before we reach that new year, I wanted to make this video. And I'm really cutting this short here because I'm coming down to the wire. The new year is going to be here soon, at least for us here in North America for the most part. But like the year is really coming to an end, and I just wanted to get this video out just before the new year hits. I'm sure I'll make another video afterwards where I wish you guys all a new year. But I wanted to get this out because I just wanted to talk about this just before we enter the new year. So 2022 was an interesting year. You know, it feels like the last 2 to 3 years has just been a blur because we've been in quarantine for such a long time. And then this was like the first year where we just weren't in quarantine the whole year. So it's like we're starting to get back on track. But 2022 was an interesting year for me, you know. In terms of my personal life, 2022 was probably one of the most eventful years for me in terms of just entertainment and fun. You know, I spent a lot of time with my family this year. My cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my parents. I spent a lot of time with my family this year, and there was so many things I got to do, so many events I got to go to. Got to go to vacation, you know, just traveled and just did that. I was happy to just be able to do things this year with my friends, my family, just having fun and going to so many different events. You know, after being stuck at home because of quarantine for so long, getting out and going to do new things, just being able to have fun and spend time with your family and friends, it was needed. So this was a great year for me to be able to do that. So honestly, in terms of my personal life, I couldn't have been happier in terms of enjoyment because I got to spend time with the people that I care about. And honestly, you couldn't be any happier than just being able to spend time with your families and going out to do different things. So yeah, in terms of that, 2022 was a success. In terms of content creation, this YouTube channel and some of the other things I've wanted to do, I feel like there are things that I got to do and things that I really didn't get to do that I'm hopeful I'll be able to pursue in 2023. Now, in terms of this channel, the first half of 2022 was relatively silent. You know, after the Super Bowl happened, there wasn't much happening on this channel because there's usually a gap between the Super Bowl ending and the NBA playoffs, so I don't really cover a lot at that moment. And I wanted to fill that up with something, but I just, at the time, I was unable to do that. And the same case happened after the NBA Finals. So once the Warriors won the championship, that space between that and the NFL season starting, there wasn't much for me to fill up in terms of doing other things or adding things to the channel. So that one right there, I felt like was somewhat of a failure. In terms of the channel's growth itself, we are still steadily growing towards success. You know, it's a long process. I knew coming into this it was going to be a long process, and I'm fine with the grind because you slowly build up a channel. It's fun. It's fun. You know, when I first started this back in like 2018, I knew that this wasn't going to be something big, but I just wanted to give my opinion and talk about sports. For years, I had no one to really give these breakdowns, these analysis, these sports takes to, you know. All my friends honestly are not sports fans, so I'm the only sports fan in my inner circle of my friends. So like whenever there's something happening with a game, they'll come to me and ask, what do you think about this? But in terms of actually sitting down and talk about the game and breaking it down as to, do you think this team can get to the Super Bowl? What are the chances of this team? Yeah, we don't do that. So like, I didn't really have that circle to be able to do that, or that space to be able to do that. But once I started making video and creating content and just making these sports takes, I was able to create a small community where I was able to do that. And I appreciate you guys, all the people that show me love, all the people that show me support. I appreciate you guys for just coming here and just listening to my rambling on a week-to-week basis about whatever the hell I'm talking about. Be it the Ravens, be it the Miami Heat, be it the Commanders, be it about any random team, whatever. Just listening to my takes. I appreciate you guys coming here, because for a guy like me that's introvert, going on camera and just speaking and just giving my takes about something, it's not something I was really comfortable with or something that I was used to. Nowadays I can just do it. Doesn't mean I'm perfect, but it was something that definitely took time. And back then I was just doing it on a small phone, that, you know, just angling my phone so I could be able to give a small take, and it wasn't exactly the most, you know, effective way, but it still got the job done. Now I got this little studio, I got a setup and all these equipment, though the microphone decided to malfunction on me towards the end of the year. So I guess one of the things I got to do in 2023 is get a new microphone, even though the end of 2021 was when I got this new microphone. So it lasted a year. It is what it is. But yeah, it was it was a very interesting year in terms of my channel. Obviously, in terms of covering the NBA Finals, that was definitely fun. Me and my boy Raven C, we definitely had a little back and forth during the Eastern Conference Finals. His team got the best of mine. If Jimmy Butler made that shot, it would have been a different conversation, but it is what it is. In terms of this NFL season, it's been crazy. You know, I'm constantly coming up with new ideas and new intros and new things to do. And this year, the most popular one out of all the things I've done is just the entrances, the dramatic entrances. When I just walk in through that door, you know something's about to happen. And that's kind of become a thing for my channel. You know, every year it's always been some sort of thing, you know. I think last year, a lot of that really just had to deal with the beanbag chair. So like, it's still here. The beanbag chair was a huge prop that I was always using. And it was a main prop that I used in the live stream. Whenever the team was losing and things were looking bad and it looked like we were about to choke, especially once Lamar Jackson went down, I just pull out the beanbag chair, just prepare for the worst. So that was a thing we were doing last year. The year before was a lot of circling around. If you've been on this channel long enough, you would understand I used to be the guy that just constantly paced around the room. And I still occasionally do that. I'll make videos like that from time to time, but I was the guy that was constantly pacing around the room. And, you know, that ended up giving me one of my fans ended up giving me the name Pace Man, so that was actually cool. This year is about the dramatic entrances, and every year I try to do something different on this channel. But yeah, it's been a fun year. It's been a fun year creating content, but I know in 2023 I want to do something more, because 2022 has been a absolute success in terms of just fun, entertainment, hanging out with my friends and going out and doing things. But in terms of content creation, in terms of reaching some of the goals I want to reach, I felt like I wasn't able to do that. And I want to do that in 2023. Now, this just goes past this channel, it goes beyond this channel, because I've always said that I have other interests besides sports. A lot of people that come here that are just relatively new and they'll see me being a passionate fan, they just think that all I have in my life is sports. And they just assume that if sports wasn't here, I would just be this guy that's just like lost or something. But that's not the case. I have plenty of other interests. Besides just spending time with my friends and family, I got plenty of other interests. From music, comedy, anime, video games, trying to get back into movies. I have other interests and things to watch. So, you know, if there's no sports happening, I'm going to be fine because I have other things I can pursue. I don't spend my life on sports every single day, 24/7. I have other things to do. So I'm going to be just fine. And those other passions, I feel like I want to pursue those in 2023. Wouldn't necessarily happen here on this platform, on this channel, but it is an idea that I've been kind of thinking of doing for a while now. And I think 2023 could definitely be the year for me to do that. Now, I'm not going to come here and do this whole New Year's resolution where I'm like, oh yeah, 2023 is going to be my year. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not making no promises like that, but I'm going to look to seek opportunities in 2023 and just see what happens, you know, try new things, experiment with new ideas and new ways of creating content and just see what works and what doesn't work. And, you know, becoming a true content creator, that's something I want to do because like in previous years, hell, this year as well, I don't really feel much like a content creator. I've always said that. I just feel like a guy that just makes videos. I feel like I got to learn what it means to be a content creator. And even once I learn what it means to be a content creator, I'll still just be a guy doing videos. I don't think that's ever going to change for me. That's always been my mindset. You know, even though I have a small community now, I still feel the same as I was when I first started. Only difference is I got more experience talking on camera, so I'm not afraid to speak on camera. I'm not shy anymore. I've kind of come into, I've kind of found myself in terms of being able to be on camera and talk with you guys and be comfortable and just do my thing, you know? I come in here with the weird entrances, I'll create random videos. I feel so comfortable just doing this now. You know, I wouldn't be able to do that back in 2018. I was just like so shy, so like I wasn't able to do that, but I'm like finding myself as I'm growing. So nowadays I just feel comfortable. I can just pop a video and do anything, and that's just how it is. But yeah, I just appreciate this platform and what we've been able to create here, because to go from just nothing to having a small community, that's not an easy thing. And yeah, it's been a couple years and it's not a very huge process, or it hasn't been a gigantic success in terms of subscribers, because it's not like I'm sitting here with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But you know, I do have a good couple subscribers. I got a small community here that, you know, I enjoy, and we always go back and forth. Not to mention, like I said, I didn't really have anyone to really talk to about sports, and thanks to this channel and thanks to creating content, I've been able to just talk with and get to know some of these other guys on these other channels and these other platforms, you know. Of course, you got the homie Engraven, shout out to him. You know, he was one of the first people I ended up connecting with on YouTube. He was one of the first guys that ended up seeing my content, and you know, he's the homie and I appreciate him. So like, that's one of the guys I got to meet and just chat with. Of course, you got my guys at the Purple Rain podcast, obviously, Sutton and Simply. Love those dudes. Love what they're doing. Love their podcast. Being able to connect with them. I've been on their podcast before. Love what they're doing, and I just love working with those guys. They're awesome. Also, shout out to my other homies right there, Jose and Rodney from the Lunch Break Hot Take. Those guys are always showing me love. I'm always showing them love. I've been on their show a couple times. I've always appreciate what they're doing, and we always have fun. Every time I go on their show, it's always a good time. We always have fun. Also, shout out to my main man Raven C. We constantly going back and forth. If our teams meet in the playoffs again, just know we will get our cup. We will. I'm telling you right now, Raven C. If the Celtics and the Heat meet up again, we gonna win that one. I want my restitution. I'm telling you right now, we gonna win that one. But yeah, shout out to Raven C. I appreciate the love and support I get from him. He's always great. We always showing love to each other. We always be joking around. Like, out of all the guys, all the people and all the guys that that I've been able to connect with during my time as a content creator, Raven C is probably the one guy that I joke with the most, and we just have a fun time with it. So yeah, there's just so many great people I've been able to meet. I can't name all here. So many great people I've been able to connect with. And of course, you, the fans, you guys show up to my live streams too. Whether it's a small group of people showing up or a large group of people showing up, the people that show up, I always appreciate you guys, always appreciate the love and support. And we always joke around there. We'll go back and forth. We'll debate. At the end of the day, it's all love. It's just sports. We don't show any hate here. We just do our thing. We chill here. It's all about chilling and vibing on this platform, and it's just something we do, and it's something we've been doing for a long time now, and it's something that's always going to be a keystone of this channel, no matter what happens in the future. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for just being willing, just being on this channel and listening to whatever I gotta say. Because for a guy that wasn't used to being on camera, a guy that wasn't used to just speaking his mind and giving his takes, to be able to do that now and grow a small community is something great. It is something truly special. Look at me rambling on 12 minutes for a video like this. It shouldn't have taken that long, but I've gotten so used to just talking for long periods of time, especially because of a live stream where I gotta do 3+ hours of a game and commentary and answer questions in the chat. I've gotten so used to that now. So 12 minutes is nothing nowadays. But yeah, I just appreciate you guys. I love all the people I've gotten to connect with. Appreciate you guys. You guys are the homies for real. And yeah, it's just been a fun ride this year. Hasn't been the most progressive, how do I want to say this? It hasn't been the most, I can't even say effective, because it's been effective. I can't say efficient. It's been efficient. It's been the most proactive year, I guess you want to say that. It's been an interesting year on the channel. That's what I'm trying to say. But be on the lookout. 2023, we're going to look to add some new things. There's some ideas I want to throw out here, and be it on this channel or maybe I start another channel, I don't know. I'm just looking towards seeking new opportunities and being more of a content creator in 2023. And we'll just see what happens then. Ah, man, I have rambled on for a good 13 minutes. You guys did not need to hear me ramble on for this long, but I'm so used to it. If you're on this channel, I could just go on for a long time, because the live streams have changed everything for me. Me being on the live stream and speaking for 3 hours has become so common nowadays that I could just make a video and I could go on for 20 minutes and I just won't be tired talking, because I'm so used to it. But now I'm just rambling on. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the love and support. Cannot wait for 2023. We'll see what opportunities that year will bring to this channel and maybe to other channels. I don't know. Not going to promise anything. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for the next hour, because I'm making this video here, but I guarantee you I will make a video wishing you guys a happy new year, and I'll be rambling on in that video too, because I always do that. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching, and with that being said, that is all I've got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.